What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Saturday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt, to follow me on Twitter. You guys know about this podcast being sponsored by BetMGM. In case you don't, first-time users. First bet, new users. $1,000 first bet offer with the promo code JUICE at sign up at BetMGM.com. Promo code JUICE, $1,000 first bet offer. All right, 2-1 again. 2-1, 2-2. 2-1, 2-2, 2-1. Okay, it's a winning week. It's not outstanding. We're not killing it, but we're winning more than we're losing, which is really important. This is now, as we head to the sixth day, we've only lost on one day, and it was a small loser. So we pick up another, not dramatic here, but because the parlay lost, that was a quarter unit. We won 2 units. That was a 1.75 up day. Okay, so that pretty much puts us, I think, like 3 or 4 units up for the week heading into Saturday. So it's pretty good. So not bad. Nuggets come in. We get that correct. Indiana State covers by 0.5 point. We got that correct. My Boston Celtics ruined my night. Ruined it. So officially, I did well. But personally, I got killed. I had the Celtics in so many different parlays and plays. I mean, moneyline parlays. Just like that Celtics up by 28 points, and they lost the game by double digits. That is absolutely a disgusting performance by the Boston Celtics. Unacceptable on so many levels. Just blah. So that crushed my night. So I didn't win last night, but the parlay did. So that's good. So we'll take that, and we'll move on to a Saturday. Hope to kind of recoup my bankroll a little bit. I took on the chin yesterday with that. Got a little loose, I'll admit it, but we were doing some things on the Bostonian versus the book. We were rolling over a parlay, and that Celtics lost. It cost me an $80 parlay, a 2-unit parlay. Yeah, not fun, but whatever. We move on to a Saturday here for us. Okay, I got 2 college basketball leans I'm going to tell you about. I'm not going to make them official. One, I can't play yet because the number's not even out yet. I've got 3 bets for UFC 285. I will be there. I'm going to cover UFC 285 here in Las Vegas. Cyril Gahn up against Jon Jones. I was at the ceremonial weigh-ins tonight. It was pretty wild. Jake Gyllenhaal shot a scene for his movie. So I guess I potentially could be in a movie now. It was neat. Conor McGregor was there. Haven't seen Conor in a while. It was fun to see him in person. So that was neat. 3 bets there, and I have 2 bets in hockey for us. Forget the NBA, okay? Yes, I hit a bet with the NBA. So, Matt, go back to the NBA. No, thank you. Like the Nuggets, big fourth quarter for the Nuggets to cover that 5.5 point line. That was nice, but I don't want to do anything else with that. So, before I run through a litany of bets here on a Saturday, let me tell you a little bit about the contest we are currently running right now for a free premium upgrade, 1 year for free, to BettingPros Premium. Now, how do you win this? It's pretty simple. You subscribe to the BettingPros YouTube channel. You should do that anyway. Comment on this video below, and you could win a free upgrade to BettingPros Premium. Whether you're looking for access to exclusive picks, top-rated player props, or custom analysis of your betting performance, BettingPros Premium has tools to help you cash more bets. It's pretty easy. Don't want to wait for the giveaway? Sign up today at bettingpros.com/upgrade and start betting smarter, not harder. Okay, let's talk about UFC 285, the return of Jon Jones. I've got 2 bets going in the main event. We'll hold that here for 1 second because we'll get to a pay-per-view card parlay. So Bo Nickel is the biggest favorite on the card. He opened up at minus 1,900 at Circa Sports, was bet up to 2,200, has since come back down because the number just got too good to go ahead and take a flyer on the dog just because the price is ridiculous. Plus 900 on a fight. It's fighting. 1 punch, 1 move, who knows? Bo Nickel now making his pay-per-view debut. This kid could be an absolute superstar in the UFC. Okay, everyone's saying this kid is the real deal. His stats don't even make sense. When you start looking at what Bo Nickel has done, Bo Nickel averages per every 15-minute fight, 3-minute fights, 23.7 submission attempts. 23 per 3 rounds. He has 100% takedown accuracy. He averages 23.6 takedowns per fight, per 3-round fight. This guy has an average fight time of 57 seconds. You heard me right, 57 seconds. 3-time national champion and wrestler. He's fighting a guy who has decent takedown in Jamie Pickett. Unless Jamie Pickett clips him and catches Bo Nickel early, this guy's coming off of 2 losses. His last win came in on January 15th of 2022. I mean, in both were decisions. This is a setup fight in a lot of ways. Bo Nickel's going to submit Jamie Pickett, okay? You can bet this solo if you want, but it's minus 155 at Circa, so it's a little pricey. You can pair this with Shevchenko, with Valentina. Look, in the lightweight division, there's no one that can touch Valentina, and I hope Alexa Grasso puts on a show, okay? I hope that she boxes. I hope that she's able to make it a contest, make it interesting. But in this division, Valentina just is dumb. Like, she's just so much better. She's so much more talented, and whether it be by decision or whether it be by knockout, whether it be by submission, decision, knockout, I don't know how she gets it done, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to bet Shevchenko to win and keep her belt. It could be a test. I mean, I think Alexa Grasso is going to be an interesting fighter to watch in the future, and if she fights hard and it's a close fight, maybe she gets a rematch up against to go, again. But Grasso is 15-3. She's won 4 straight fights. She deserves this opportunity, but this is just a really difficult deal. She's a great striker. Averages 5.1 strikes landed per minute. Okay, she can hit. 44% striking accuracy. That's great. But she gets hit. 4 strikes absorbed per minute. Valentina only hits 1.9, and her power translates. Her power is damaging. I think Valentina is going to do a very similar thing to what she did to Grasso, what she did to Jessica Andrade. I think Valentina's just going to basically pin her to the ground and put her in a crucifix and beat the crap out of her. And I think just her strength, her length, her jiu-jitsu, her ability. This was a second-round TKO of Jessica Andrade back in April of 2021. I was at that fight. Very similar thing happens here in my mind. Shevchenko just to win. I don't know how. Minus 120, 2-leg moneyline parlay. Valentina by money line just to win. Bo Nickel by submission. Minus 120, 1.2 units down. I'm taking a little 2-unit or a little 1.2 unit 2-leg money line or 2-leg parlay. Nickel by submission. Valentina money line. Now to the main event. So Jon Jones looks like a linebacker. In person, he's enormous. He doesn't look like the same guy. Took him 3 years to get to this weight. He weighs more than Cyril Gane, but he's way short of the heavyweight limit of 265. I thought he might come in a little heavier, actually. Can Jon Jones fight at this weight? We're going to find out. Does Jon Jones still have the advantage that he had at light heavyweight at this weight class? We're going to find out. The total of rounds is 4.5. I can't get past this. A heavyweight fight with a total of rounds of 4.5 juiced to the over, heavily juiced to the over. You get plus money on the under, plus 130. You look at Jon Jones in the way that he has fought. Jon Jones' last 3 fights were boring. Boring. All 5-round unanimous decisions. Why is he coming up to heavyweight? Is he coming up to put on a show? Is he coming up to go and knock out guys again? To submit guys again? To end fights? If Jon Jones wins this fight will wind up going under 4.5 rounds. I don't believe Jon Jones can win a technical fight against Cyril Gane, nor does he want to. I think Jon Jones just wants to go ahead and win this fight in impressive fashion. But I also think by doing that, he puts himself in a vulnerable position. Jon Jones is the GOAT, but he hasn't fought in 3 years. Does he get tired in the later rounds? 4, 5 rounds in when you're carrying all that weight. Haven't fought at a championship level. 4 rounds, 5 rounds. It's plus 130. I can't get over it. I got to bet a half a unit on it. Under 4.5 rounds. Jon Jones, serial gone. Plus 130. Jumping in half a unit. So what am I doing with the other half a unit? Well, here's the thing. Gane can win inside the distance, but Gane can also win the fight on the cards. If this thing goes 5 rounds, I believe that Gane will win on the cards. He's plus 164. You guys might get more value to this. This thing just is climbing and climbing and climbing. 170, 180. This is a heavyweight fight. Weird things happen, and Gane deserves to be in this. 100% deserves to be in this fight. He knocked out Tuivasa in the 3rd round for his last fight. Went all 5 rounds with a compromised Francis Ngannou. Lost it by decision. Controversial in some ways. He knocked out Derek Lewis. Volkov went to decision. Rosenstrike went to decision. Knocked out Junior Dos Santos. 3 of the last 6 fights have been knockouts for Ciryl Gane. 3 decisions. Could this fight go to the cards? Absolutely. Okay. If it goes to the cards, though, look, if Jon Jones wins a decision, we lose both bets here. It's a half a unit loss. Okay. But these are plus, and we could hit them both. If Gane knocks out or submits or stops Jon Jones under 4.5 rounds, we hit both bets. If Jon Jones stops Ciryl Gane, submits him, or knocks him out inside of 4.5 rounds, we win plus 130 to small win. Okay, it's 0.3, or not even 0.3, it's 0.15, but it's still a win. Okay, this is a really hard fight to bet, really hard fight to call. So I want to be involved. I want to have money on it, but I'm not going to go too crazy with this because I'm going to be watching this and I'm really curious. I honestly don't know who wins, to be frank. This is just playing on numbers. Under 4.5 rounds, plus 130, half a unit. Ciryl Gane, plus 164, money line. See how it plays out. Should be a lot of fun. All right, 2 units in play for UFC 285. Now, 2 bets in the NHL. Colorado, Dallas, Boston, New York. Hello, Rangers, Bruins. You know what I'm going to be on personally, okay? You know this. Not making it official, but Bruins on the puck line is just, I'm firing, okay? Like just straight up firing Bruins on the puck line. Everyone's saying, oh, the Rangers. Bruins have won 9 games in a row. They just won 7-1 by scoring 5 goals in the 3rd period. I guess 4 goals in the 3rd period, gave up 1. Game flew over, like we talked about. You know, I had the over in that game, in that fight, amazingly enough, in that game, amazingly enough. But the Bruins have won 5-2, 3-1, both times on the puck line. All marks in net. Bruins, look, that's going to be a lean. Not official, but Bruins puck line's plus 150. Way too much value not to take the Bruins on the puck line. Now, Colorado is 8-2 to the under over their last 10 games on the road. Dallas is 7-2-1 to the under at home. This very well could be a preview of the Western Conference Finals. We've got the Bruins playing first on ABC, ESPN, followed up here by Colorado and Dallas. This is, if you're a hockey fan, just kick your heels up and watch both these games. We could be watching the Final Four in hockey. Rangers, Bruins, Avalanche, Stars. Very possible. 6 is the total. Minus 120. Under, right? Yes. This is an under game. Colorado, Dallas, under for 1.2 units, minus 120, under 6. Great push potential. Under 6. Dallas, Colorado for 1.2 units. One more play. Early start. 9:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific time. Sorry, flip that. 9:30 Pacific time, 12:30 Eastern. Tampa Bay at Buffalo. This is ridiculous. So these teams have played 3 times so far. 8, 11, 11. Total goals scored. Like, what are we doing? We betting the under? No. 6-4 to the over at home for Buffalo. 7-3 to the over for Tampa. When these teams are playing, though, Luukkonen gives up so many goals. He just gave up, I guess he was in net for 6 of the 7 against the Bruins. Vasilevsky's been giving up a bunch of goals, but we'll see who winds up being in net here for, right now it's Vasilevsky, but it could be Elliott. Either or, I don't really care. Minus 120, over 6.5, Tampa and Buffalo over 6.5 for 1.2 units. All right. Under 6, Colorado, Dallas, over 6.5, Buffalo, Tampa, 2 bets in the NHL. Now, 2 bets in college basketball. Huge slate in college basketball. These are just my own plays. Alabama is a 2-point dog at Texas A&M. KenPom has this as a 3-point win for Alabama. Bama hasn't played well on the road. Reason why I'm not making this official is because Alabama, the last time they were on the road as a dog, they went to Tennessee and they got spanked. They were 3-point dogs at Tennessee, and Knoxville lost by 9. So they were 1.5-point favorites against Auburn, and they won by 8, but they were laying 17 points to South Carolina on the road, had to go to overtime, and they won by 2. Okay? I think anytime you have plus money on what I think is the best team in the country in Alabama, plus points, I just take it. Okay? It's a lean. It's not official, but if you want more, if you want a college basketball play, Alabama plus 2. And if you like the Valley Tournament and you want to get involved with the Valley Tournament, you can do either a parlay of Bradley and Drake, because I think those 2 teams have been on a collision course for a while to meet in the Valley Final. So you can go moneyline, 2-leg moneyline parlay for Drake and Bradley, or you could go and lay the 5 or so. There's no number on Drake, but Drake is playing Southern Illinois. Drake, I think, is going to win that game and cover. So you can lay that as well if you want. I don't know about Illinois State and Bradley. That's going to be a barn burner of a game. I lean towards the over in that game, but that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Indiana State is playing really well. They're a phenomenal team against the number this year, and they just keep on winning and they keep on covering. So they've won their last 2 games. They've covered their last 2 games, and they've covered now 4 of the last 5. 3 of the last 5, sorry. They have gone over 4 of the last 5. Total's 142. I lean towards the over in that game. They've scored 94 and 97 points so far here in Arch Madness. No problem with the rims. No problem with the crowd. No problem with the dome. I lean towards the over again for Indiana State and Bradley here at 142. Total was 144.5 against Evansville, 153.5 against Belmont. Went over by 16.5 and by 2.5. So you want some college basketball? There you go. But 5 bets officially. Valentina money line with Bo Nickel submission parlay from -120. Jon Jones and Cyril Gahn under 4.5 rounds, half a unit at +130. Cyril Gahn money line to win the fight at +164, half a unit. Colorado Dallas under 6 goals, 1.2 units at -120. And Buffalo Tampa over 6.5 for -120 as well. Got all that? Busy day. I'll be at the fights. Should be a fun day. Should be a fun card. Lots to get into. Let's hopefully have a big Saturday. Head to Sunday with a guaranteed winning week for our 3rd consecutive winning week. As I said, 2-1, 2-2, 2-1, 2-2, 2-1. 5 bets going. Can't go 2-2 this time, but let's see what we do. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM.